What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the thing.
This is not the real world.
Have you ever read the Ted Kaczynski manual? Want to be not normal in 2 years? Here's the chat room.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I hope you all are enjoying a wonderful night. I'd like to talk a little bit about nothing. And this nothing is the transcendent. It's the unified field. It's no hyphen thing. It's pure consciousness. Tonight you've probably heard a lot about consciousness is all there is. Sometimes refer to this transcendent as nothing.
Before we begin, I'd like to just preface to everybody, fair warning, this video will trigger some people.
Who gives a fucking shit?
And it is not meant for anybody under the age of 18.
It's kind of creepy.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Today marks the day that I did DP for the first time. Guess who was in which hole?
Okay, like, just, you shouldn't know who this person is. But unfortunately, our reptilian overlords and our demonic, I don't know, people of power are making sure that we are seeing this bitch.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Why the hell is she still alive?
I literally missed you guys!
Oh my god.
Let's get to it. Applejack, it's good to see you. You ready? Great. Hit it.
I hate when people like say insane shit and act like it's relatable.
So, women, if you can lend me your husbands for the day, that would be amazing.
Oh, I just finished up on Bonnie Blue. 101 guys. I was the 101st guy. And fuck me, will I tell you, that was an experience, mate. See, I got in there and I was peeling back layers of ham sandwich like I was going for gold for breaststroke at the fucking 2020 Olympics, mate. And once I got in there, oh, mate, it was like warm apple pie. I recommend any 18-year-old gets their fucking hands dirty in there. I'm going to the next one. Whenever our next meet is, I'm going.
A lot of people are telling me that I'm exploiting this old man. And what do you have to say for those people?
Every woman in my house has to sit on my face.
You guys are clueless. You have no idea what life is about.
You hear that?
Heil Hitler!
How many cogs have you taken?
Honestly, this is a question I talk about with my friends a lot. I would say I think my number is probably like it between 250 and 300.
Heil Hitler!
This Saturday, I fucked 101 guys. I'm sleeping with 100 guys in a day.
This Sunday in London, I am going to be taking on 300 men.
Have you ever considered the fact that sleeping with hundreds of men is self-harm?
No. Well, I'm going to do 1,000 next.
Never crossed your mind?
Harm is something which hurts. Sex is something which pleasures.
Are you still planning to do the, what I've called the 1,000 man challenge?
The man challenge. Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The only way you could do this movie is if you'd been in the situation of being erased. You have to know what that feels like.
That's the job. That's what you signed up for.
You can do this. Yeah, I was gonna tell you the same thing.
Crying never did nobody no good, no how. That's why I don't cry. That's why I don't cry.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the show. Thank you for clicking on the video. That shit means a lot to me. Just a simple click. You don't even have to like it. Just thank you for clicking. I'm not very good at thumbnails, and I'm not very good at just being myself on camera either. You know, it's really hard to shake the character, because everyone puts on their character. You're always being an elevated version of yourself in some respects.
I'm turning 5 this year. I'm turning 5 years old. I'm not really sure why the paparazzi have me going on a plane looking like I'm wearing a Jason mask. It doesn't even look like me. I don't know why I have a torch in my hand, honestly. I think my friend accidentally gave that to me. But anyways, it's my birthday. I'm not turning 42. I'm turning 5 this year. I'm turning 5 years old, and I have to go to kindergarten tomorrow.
No matter who you are, if you put yourself on camera, most likely you're not being really authentic.
All right, who the hell is this character that you're doing?
Oh, this one? It's a really great one.
And he's here.
Excuse me, can I talk to you?
What?
You're a bunch of white boys, right? Can I ask you a question? When you be in the clubs and you be dancing, why you look so stupid? I'm just playing. So, you's a big man, right? But you got such tiny boots on. That means you got a small pecker. I'm sorry. I'm just playing.
You're always putting on a performance.
This is not the real world.
And I'm trying to take a break from my antics. You know I can be a bit cringy, a bit over the top, out of pocket, uncalled for. So I don't want to be that cringy douchebag. I'm already cringe. Fuck. The point is, when you put yourself on camera, even if you're wearing a mask, you get in your head. You know, I don't get on camera like I used to. So I'm kind of rusty. But you don't need to know that. Why are we talking about fun?
Me tard, you tard, retard nation. Me tard, you tard, retard nation.
Hit it.
Self-respect, where does that come into it?
None of it, mate.
Do you have any?
Out the window.
Okay, so you openly admit you have no self-respect.
I don't even know what self-respect means at this point.
Okay, is that because you've been doing it so long?
No, I think
your
I just like.
impaired, or
I
you
just don't know the meaning of it.
It's like respecting oneself, one's own worth.
I respect
all of that
myself, but I guess, but I still. But I still like to get round through.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I respect my. I respect my
Right.
And on wanting to do that and honouring that.
Okay. Okay, again, people will go, right, cool, but you can do that without telling the world, or you're very proud of it, braggadocious about doing these type of things.
Are you still planning to do what I've called the 1,000 man challenge?
The man challenge, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah, so my assistant's currently going through the 5,000 applications we have. They'll be getting, honestly, as quick as possible, in, out. I just want a conveyor belt. We're maybe thinking most, it'll be 17 hours.
So I saw the video of after you did the 100.
Yeah.
So I saw the video of after you did the 100.
Yeah.
And you actually seemed quite distressed.
It was very stressful. I was extremely overwhelmed. A super long, hard, stressful day. And then a camera crew probing me with questions for an hour. You know, that was kind of, if I'm honest, I wish I'd kind of set a boundary, because that was kind of the last thing I wanted, was just someone hammering me with questions after completing a really long, hard day. It's personally not how I would have told the narrative or how I would have edited it, but it definitely made for a very interesting watch.
I drink your milkshake. I drink it up! Don't bully me, Daniel!
No matter how much I want to just destroy this person with choice words, I'm not going to attack her. Because after watching all of her videos, not those videos, just interview videos, not those. No, I didn't do that kind of research, okay? I didn't do that research. I did normal research. But after doing my research, I could see how hurt this person was. I can just see how lost and confused, and it's like she's just a shell of a person. She's not a real person. She has denigrated herself to inhuman, because it's not human to do what she's doing. And no, it's not superhuman either, even though some may have a good argument. It's not. It's blasphemous. It's disgusting. And it's a shame, because she is a very beautiful girl. And her life could have went in any direction, and she would have been fine. She would have been fine. Trust me. She would have landed on her feet one way or another. But she chose this route. And her parents, and her friends, and her peers, and her family cheered her on. That's not love. That's evil. I mean, this is sick. This is a version of mental illness. You know, like you don't just spread your legs for 100 or 1,000 men if you're a normal person. If you have a soul. This woman has both of these women, and there's more women out there like them, but these are just the two that the New World Order is pushing out as their new face for this kind of sick behavior, and turning it into a fetish by controlling the minds of, barely legal teens.
And of course, those that are barely legal.
So, barely legal, 18-year-olds.
You see, this is the antichrist of sexual behavior. This is the most ungodly type of sexual behavior, activity that you could possibly have. I mean, this is the furthest thing from God, or what is intended for two people to have. You are being objectified, and you have brainwashed yourself into believing that these people worship you, that they love you, they celebrate you, they jerk off to you.
Can you tell me who this is?
That's Lilly Phillips, my Saturday night one.
So that means they love you, because they want to fuck you, so they love you. That's not what it is. These people don't care about you at all. This is the saddest thing I've ever seen. The saddest public display of just like, is this like a humiliation ritual? What is this? This is the furthest thing from normal, and they are normalizing it to millions of teenagers across the world. I'm just so grateful that I grew up in the time that I did, that I went through puberty in the years I did. Because when I was growing up, we didn't have the internet. You were lucky if you got your hands on a Playboy. I was jerking off to women in lingerie before they were fat.
Do you guys agree that this is the ideal bikini body?
Yes, Victoria's Secret. I used to jerk off to Victoria's Secret magazines, and those pages would be stuck together. And I'd be pissed because, I I'd ruin my favorite one.
Look, the point is...
The normalization of the sexual depravity. From today back to when I was, going through it, they're not even in the same universe. Like, it didn't matter if you were a liberal or a Republican. We all kind of agreed, like, on sexual morality. And now it's just demons running around everywhere. I literally see demons. And I see a demon inside this Lilly Phillips.
How many men it takes to fill a jar up. Now, this would usually be going on my face.
I just see like a black, charcoaled, stone-skinned demon with horns and red eyes. Like, that's who she really is.
I've been double-crossed by the devil.
She's almost completed her metamorphosis. She's almost completely finished selling her soul. There's no going back. Her soul is sold. Her only, and I mean only, chance at redemption isn't through any other vices or any other self-help groups or rehabs. No, it's Christ.
Who the fuck is that?
I'm just gonna have to come out and say it.
That Jesus is the only one who can save her. But she needs to see her sinful ways for herself. She needs to hold up a mirror to herself so she can see the demon that she has become.
Yes, I think I am.
And her soul is saved. You can be reborn in Christ. Amen.
Hallelujah! Holy shit!
People on Earth are gonna die. Think.
Cooper, they didn't bring us here to change the past.
$1,057. A number I am very proud of.
Bonnie Blue is lying about bedding 1,000 men. I've done the maths to prove it, so you don't have to. So Bonnie's claiming she bedded 1,057 men. She's claiming she did this in 12 hours. If Bonnie completed this task in 12 hours, that would give each man 1 minute and 21 seconds. But she's saying she did that in half that time, which brings every man to 40.8 seconds. Purely for research purposes, we tried out this timing earlier today, and we can confirm that it was not a successful event for anyone. This is also not factoring in any breaks at all. She's going to need a loo break, she's going to need to hydrate, she's probably going to need a snack, and probably a crying break too. Like, if these numbers are to be believed, that is 88 men per hour. Are the reasons beyond logistics that this just can't be true? The burn. I don't need to say more. A queue of 1,000 men is 1 kilometre long. Adam would like to point out that if he ran at his quickest speed along that queue of men, it would take him 4.5 minutes to reach the end. Even if they didn't all arrive at one time, the address she gave was the Polish embassy in central London.
Just imagine being at the back of the queue.
Is the next guy just there, already excited, like next to him, ready to enter?
1,057. A number I am very proud of.
Something your parents should be proud of, actually.
100%. You'll think I'm joking. Well, you won't. You've met my mum and dad now, so like he knows they're not joking. Like, I'm not joking when I say it, but like My family are so proud of what I do.
And what are we doing today, Bonnie?
I am going to do a world record of 1,000 men in 24 hours. The only thing I'm nervous about, I'm like, what if people don't turn up? But if they don't turn up, they don't turn up.
You have a good one.
What was it like after cleaning up after bang?
Messy. Hundreds of condoms, boxer shorts, tops, stained bed sheet. She's happy, so I'm happy because she's happy. If she wasn't happy, but she's happy, she's safe, making lots of money.
What the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
I genuinely never thought we would get to this point as a society, but this is a new low.
This is unreal. Isn't this disgusting? Why doesn't anybody contact the president? Why is he letting this happen?
I intend to resign.
So even when you hear, that she slept with 158 guys in 2 weeks.
It's just part of a job and that's it.
So you don't have any kind of, emotional response to it?
At first I did, but not anymore.
Bonnie, when you told your parents what you do, how did that conversation go?
Why don't you go try some crack and then come back and judge me?
I actually didn't tell him. A video got leaked. I would have always told him. I'd only just started, so I wasn't ready to explain why I've chose to do this job. I was gutted at first, I really was. It was shock, but it was just a shock because it's something I never thought she would do.
What has Bonnie achieved doing it in your eyes?
Well, where are you going next month? Yeah, we're going on a really nice holiday.
So her making all that money, how has it affected you?
We've had nice holidays and nice gifts, but that doesn't bother me. She's happy, so I'm happy because she's happy. If she wasn't happy, but she's happy, she's safe, making lots of money.
But what then would you suggest my mother does?
Try to talk you out of it. Like a mom. Mom is supposed to guide their children when they're doing decisions like that and say, listen, I understand you may think this is that, or you may think it's this way, but you're a beautiful young girl. You have your entire future ahead of you. You have two parents that love you. You could marry a man and raise children and have a happily ever after.
She's happy, she's safe, making lots of money.
Or you could be the girl who everyone knows, who can't have a child that goes to school without people making fun of them. I mean, imagine having a son and they say your mom's on the internet, I watched her get by 100 men, or a daughter, something which is just it's so precious, that relationship between a mother and their daughter, your mother should want to guide you in that way and say, this is the path that you could have. Your future could be amazing, and you're giving it up for, this is not, by the way, fame, it's infamy. You're establishing yourself as someone who's going to be infamous. It's going to pass so quickly. The money's going to be in your bank account, and then there's going to be the next girl trying to one-up it, and no one's going to care anymore. You're going to fade into irrelevancy, but you're never going to have a normal relationship. And that's what your mother should be telling you if she actually loves you.
If she wasn't happy, but she's happy, she's safe.
Making lots of money.
Can you tell me who this is?
That's Lilly Phillips.
This is a new low.
Shit, I don't care. Just leave me the hell out of it.
Okay, this Sunday in London, I am going to be taking on 300 men.
Are you off your fucking meds or something?
Yes.
Me on my knees with husbands, dads, students, and of course, those that are barely legal.
Very specific niche, don't you?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So, barely legal, 18-year-olds.
You look back on this day in the history books, all that will be remembered is that I had a good idea. And that's what I'm going to write down in my diary.
Because as I started my content, I realized it was not necessarily relatable to the average person. And I wanted to make my content relatable. I'm just a girl, I'm relatable, I'm sort of the girl next door vibes. However, that does not portray online if I'm doing these rough, over-the-top scenes. And I want people to be able to watch my videos and be able to imagine themselves in it and, connect with it.
Why? Why? Actually, what kind of galaxy gas are you huffing? That's crazy.
She was trusted by the school district and by parents. But tonight, a 5th grade teacher in Cape May Courthouse is accused of having a sexual relationship with one of her students. Detectives say the abuse started when the child was 11 and lasted for years, and that the two share a child.
The reason I killed him was because he was a child molester.
Perverted.
So you did in fact kill him? Oh, sure. And you intended to kill him? Oh, sure, yes.
Multiple female teachers have been arrested for inappropriate relationships, put up their picture for a mask. Look at this. This is a damn shame. These arrests took place over 2 days. At least 6 female teachers have been arrested in the US in a span of 2 days this week for having inappropriate relationships with their students.
Yeah, bitch! Magnets! Oh!
The days when we sat down smoking wine and drinking hazel. Is it the other way?
Today marks the day that I did DP for the first time. Guess who was in which hole?
You can tell someone's level of self-hatred by how they view sex, and most of you guys aren't ready for that conversation. Lilly Phillips, the OnlyFans model who slept with 100 men in one day, was doing an interview where she had said originally she was going to save herself for marriage, but then she realized that sex wasn't special. I've heard this line from other people basically in defense for hypersexuality and promiscuity. But if you are ready for the conversation, you would realize that it's not that sex is not special, it is that you are having sex with people who do not view you as being special, and you are believing them. If you listen to any interview with Lilly Phillips, you can feel her self-hatred bleed out through her words. And for the people that say, nope, not me, that's not how it was with me, I want you to think for a moment about what a belief is. Our beliefs come from the million bits of raw data that we get into this world, and we take them, we form opinions to make ourselves feel better. So when you say that's not me, sex just isn't special to me, let's forget about the biological component where it is literally a soul tie between two people. And just ask, is that the truth, or is that the belief that you have taken on to reduce the levels of shame that you feel?
Twitter content to end the night. Jesus Christ, can't fucking talk. So much cum, it's turned me dumb.
Look like you're about to rob me, actually.
I'm not gonna rob you.
Spend 2 minutes with me alone or double it and pass it on.
Spend 2 minutes alone.
You don't want to pass it on to your friends, or you're going to be greedy?
I don't have friends.
So what are you going to do to me in that 2 minutes?
What, you mean like something sexual?
Time of my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You really are the most devious bastard in New York City.
Devious? Yes, I think I am.
You've gone soft, my sweet syrup pie.
No, my sweet syrup pie, I've gone hard. Because he's my best friend, he's my pal. He's my homeboy, my rotten soldier. He's my sweet cheese, my good time boy.
Are you going to make me
In 2 minutes, I'm going to have to try my best, innit?
Okay.
You get me? See you later, lads.
Really bigged you up, you know. Yeah. I'm excited for this one.
I've never done handstand before, but I'll try now.
I mean, I don't know CPR, so...
Have you ever gone in the back door? If not, come along to my next meet and greet on the 21st of January, and I'll change that.
Scrumping, eh? No. Mustn't do that. Forbidden fruit.
Oh. I'm trying to be the first person to be with 1,000 guys in 24 hours. Now, this isn't an easy task, finding 1,000 people. So, women, if you can lend me your husbands for the day, that would be amazing.
You're just gonna stay in, just the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
Boring. I see.
I'm not one for doing that Netflix and chill shit. I'm into more like doing shrooms and fucking.
So it started off, I'll give you a bit of an overview, gangbangs after gangbangs to start with. It was just like, the room was absolutely full. Then we did groups of 5, like one after the other of 5s. Then sort of like, I wanted to give people more time, so then it went down to like one-on-ones, didn't it? So like one person would watch whilst I was with somebody, and then it would literally just be like a rotating circle like that.
Great question to ask yourself is, what do you want to stop doing?
Well, I'm going to do 1,000 next.
But can you understand like how silly that sounds?
Yeah.
So basically, we're looking for a train.
Yeah.
We want to do a big scene. We want to be bent over and we want you to go one after the other in us.
Yeah.
But if you say you're struggling with it, we'll get on our knees, you go in a circle and cover us. Yeah, you all come in? You all got ID with you? Yeah. Okay, come on then. Do you want to be picked up? Do you want the video to be picked up?
I just think it would be a laugh. It would be a laugh.
Is it a laugh, really?
Yeah.
Like, is it really a laugh doing it?
Yeah. I think it just would be a laugh. Like, I just think it's kind of iconic. Like, I've never seen anyone. I mean, no one's ever quadruple digits amount of people in one day.
Yeah, but there's a reason for that, surely. There's like, no.
Well, obviously it's logistics. It's hard to get that many people together and want to do that and make it safe.
Yeah.
But it's doable.
And then speaking on safety, how you do that? Because these are essentially strangers.
Yeah.
So for your own health.
So I do all stuff, and when I did the 100, I tests were, they weren't mandatory, but they were obviously, we made it so if you got a test done, you were prioritised.
Yeah, but then obviously some people that they don't have the tests.
Well, this is the thing, like you can't 100% be certain. Because the thing is, even if they did get a test, they could it. They could sleep with women, sleep with people in between the time that they've had the test. You're never going to be 110%.
That's what I mean, you're essentially playing a roulette with your arms. What's something you would never do on camera no matter how much you were paid?
Toilet.
Right, cool. What do you think most people would be most surprised to know about you?
That I have a limit.
Do you?
Of the toilet. The toilet.
I'm surprised.
No matter how much money I was paid, I'd never do that.
Really though?
Yeah, really.
Like, really? Like if they were... Yeah, get it. I don't know, man.
No, because that's out there forever.
Everyone's got a price.
If someone had a mill in a briefcase, would you do it?
Are you worried about kind of content that you've done privately that goes just out there? You know that people can screen record stuff like that?
Oh, no.
You just feel like I've done it.
Yeah. If I filmed it, I know in my head the internet's forever, it can go anywhere.
Yeah, you are very aware of that.
Would you talk another girl out of this? If you had a daughter...
To me, sorry, or to
if you had a daughter, would you talk another woman out of this?
So, what, as in doing the 100 or doing or OnlyFans?
All of it. Let's say let's say what you've done, follow in your footsteps, because they think, okay, this girl got popular, she got famous, infamous, whatever we want to call it. She's probably making good money.
Yeah, we're going on a really nice holiday.
So her making all that money, how has it affected you?
We've had nice holidays and nice gifts, making lots of money.
Oh, I could do this. It's an easy way. All I have to do is kind of like open myself up to this to just get through it, right? Would you ever recommend this for another woman?
I mean, I'm always an advocate for don't ever, really have a think about it before getting into the adult, because it's not easy. It's not what people think online. It's not fast money. I would never push someone to do something and recommend it or anything like that, because I always think, anyone can do what they want. They don't need me telling them what to do. So if my daughter wanted to get into it, obviously I would highly educate her on all the bad things about the industry, because there's such a dark side to it. I would definitely highly educate her on that, and if it's something that she still really wanted to go through with, that's her decision. That is her choice.
I said no more questions, Your Honor.
And I would still support her and still, talk to her and coach her through it and, be there for her.
Making lots of money.
Can you believe there's billionaires? Isn't that crazy? I don't think we even understand how much $1 billion is. 100 times $1 million is $100 million. 10 times that is $1 billion. Why don't we all kill them? Why aren't we killing them and living better lives? Isn't that weird? We just let them live? You're like struggling and there's a guy out there and he's like, I have $10 billion. It's like, why don't we kill him? Why? You don't need $10 billion. Give me your fucking money, you asshole. I don't even have, I have to tip and you have $10 billion? I have credit card debt. Fuck you.
You give me $1 billion and I am fucking on a yacht every day. My ass is not about to be on Joe Rogan talking about the feminization of the workplace. I'm not about to be in no Twitter space trying to get crypto bros to like me. Oh, hey, Christian, you have $50 billion. You want to go be the head of a government oversight board? Hell no. Me and my wife are going to Spain.
I don't believe in America. I'm calling it what the natives call it. Turtle Island. You are never hearing me call this place America again, starting now. I hate this fucking country. I don't believe in it. You all still believe in it. You do. You do.
I think it's a psyop by somebody. I think it's not.
It's not real. I don't believe in you. Who want to screw us over because you don't even have to work a real job. And what is a real job? Forget all of it.
All these bitches fake. Oh, 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 I'm a real ass boy. Oh.
Also, self-harm is something you do when you want to clock out of something that you're consciously in. You're not trying to escape anything.
No, people think there is, and I wish I could tell them some sort of crazy story, and then it probably think, okay, this is why she does what she does. It is as simple as I enjoy it, I have fun, and I am happy.
Yeah, right. It's as simple as I enjoy it, I have fun, and I love it. I'm happy, right? I'm so happy with my life choices.
When I die, I want my last words to be...
Don't want to know.
I did it.
I'm about to fuck this fat guy right here, and it's gonna be so fun. I bet he smells. Look at him.
If it goes wrong and you need CPR.
Take it easy, just relax. We're gonna win this thing. Take it easy, take it easy. I saved her from going to jail.
I only know how to suck, not anything else.
Well, might bring back to life.
Do you want to spend 2 minutes with me alone or double it and pass it to the next person?
2 minutes with you.
No, but seriously, she's about to fuck a 6'4" ogre.
It is as simple as I enjoy it, I have fun, and I am happy.
Do you know what that feels like, Arthur? I'm just so happy and happy and happy and happy and hoo 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 hoo. Fuck off. I don't believe a word out of your mouth.
You make me happy.
You're not happy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what are you going to do to me?
As much as possible.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are we going to have fun?
I hope so.
Yeah? Okay.
I'll have fun.
Did you have fun?
I had an amazing time.
Yeah? Would you do it again?
Every day.
Would you recommend me to a friend?
I'd recommend it to everyone.
Including your dad?
Especially my dad.
Trust me, gay is in, gay is hot. I want some gay. We are your only friends in the world. Why subject us to this hell? What do you mean, like?
Maybe Barack Obama is gay. Maybe we have videotape of him having sex with another man, or perhaps some other acts that may be not so popular amongst many of the electorate. Or maybe we have videos of political leaders having sex with little boys or little girls. The whole point of finance is to indebt, otherwise to enslave. What is a mortgage? I mean, what does that stand for? It's a death grip. So when you get a mortgage, you have a death grip held over you because you are in debt. You don't even own the house. The bank owns the house that loaned you the money to buy the house, unless you're fortunate enough to have all the money to buy it outright. And even then, you can be taxed by the government, and if you fail to keep up with those taxes, the government can then take it from you. The whole system is based on a financial fraud, which effectively takes the power that we have and it gives it to a tiny group of individuals who are running the world through the control of finance. With the infinite supply of money that we have allowed them to take, they have literally an infinite supply of money, and with that money, and from their psychopathic point of view, they have bought everything and everyone who can be bought. So those of us who cannot be bought, because we operate on a level that goes way beyond the material, we are not rewarded for such behavior, we are punished for such behavior. And the most slovenly, disgustingly criminal, pedophilia, corrupt moral individuals, those are the ones that are rewarded in this system, which is upside down. We reward the pedophiles, we reward the corrupt, we reward the liars, we reward the people with no morals at all, and usually we compromise them under this system in terms of maybe a videotape. Maybe Barack Obama is gay. Maybe we have videotape of him having sex with another man, or perhaps...
I fucked 101 guys.
Right, so who am I with today?
Lilly Phillips, aka England's biggest
Jeez, right. Lily, I've got a question for you. If you're the English biggest what's the biggest ick in a guy for you?
The biggest ick? You know what? There aren't many things that give me ick. Like, I'll go for anything.
Yeah?
I'm easy, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. And one more question. What's the worst thing you think you've ever done in your life?
On Saturday,
This Saturday, yeah.
I fucked 101 guys.
101 guys. I mean
that's pretty... I don't know if that's... I think it's a good thing. You might think it's a bad thing, though.
That's crazy, though. I can't lie.
Pretty round for
Yeah, I didn't expect that one, but yeah. Did you enjoy it?
Mate, I loved it.
Yeah.
14 hours of fucking.
14 hours of fucking.
Yeah.
Was you a bit sore down there?
You know what? I think my body was just made for fuck, that I wasn't really that sore.
Fair enough. Right, thank you very much. Thank you. Nice one.
It's like they have already removed themselves from the human experience, and they are no longer people. They are just a product. So they're literally like they're a sex doll that you could order offline, but it's flesh and blood. And I gotta say, I wonder if there's someone in the shadows pulling these strings, making things, forcing things to happen. Most likely against their will. Like, I've known a lot of slutty girls in my life. Like, I have known, let me tell you, honey, leave the room. I have met some sluts. Real big whore bags. I lived in California. But you take all these sluts and put them together and have them make one big slut baby. That big slut baby isn't even in the same realm as Lilly, Phillips, and Bonnie Blue.
I just watched the Lilly Phillips documentary, and all the clips flying around online of her crying and overwhelmed after her day where she was with 100 men, maybe 101. Well, those are actually taken out of context, because in the documentary, she's crying because she feels like she disappointed those men.
That's why she's crying? Is she didn't make them all... And she felt bad for them because they traveled. That was the upsetting part for her.
On top of being overwhelmed by the whole experience, she is worried that the men that flew out to meet her and were told that they were going to get 5 minutes with her actually only got 2 or 3, and some of them didn't go all the way. So she's just like, oh my gosh, these people who support me are now disappointed, and that really makes me upset.
You got a flair for the dramatic. You are tugging at my heartstrings, little Gary.
Everyone is going to have an opinion on Lilly and what she does, but you can even hear it from the horse's mouth, and you might not believe it, but she's letting us know people forget that this is my fantasy too. She loves her job. She has 9 people on her team, and she's going to keep doing it because she truly enjoys it. One thing that came up multiple times in the documentary is that she kind of just does want a boyfriend. She wants to get married one day, and she does worry her line of work will stop her from that, but she thinks that one poor guy in the world is going to be okay with all of this. Despite her tears at the end of the film, and even the filmmaker saying, you know, I think she bit off a little bit more than she can chew, she even announced that in February of next year, she's going to be doing something 10 times the amount that she just did.
How did you feel afterwards? How did you recover?
Honestly, I mean, it didn't take me long to recover down there, but I was definitely exhausted. Like 14 hours of constant is tiring. I felt like I'd been hit by a bus, honestly. Like, it was more on my actual body was just aching.
Oh my God, yeah. I can't even imagine. Like,
now I'm going to be updating you guys to see how many men it takes to fill a jar up. Now this would usually be going on my face, but instead I'm sacrificing it for scientific reasons, and it's going in the jar.
Doing a can walk. There's like cars going by. I don't think anyone will notice. I think it looks like a bit like a face mask. Quite depressing. So Kenneth here has travelled all the way from Scotland with his missus because he won a competition to bonk me on the reality check show. So say goodbye to your missus because we're going. Come on then, off to the bedroom.
You see, like, clips like that go viral to a whole bunch of prepubescent eyes. It's normalizing hedonism. It's normalizing polygamy. It's the self-destruction of family, of love, of building real relationship, meaningful relationships. If you love someone, how could you just do that to them? Right in front of them. Like, all right, bye, babe. I'm going to go fuck Lilly. Just a bunch of demons. Run around. It's crazy how I see things now. Like, there's just, like, I see things as demonic or godly. Then there's a little bit of a gray area. But it's really opened my eyes. You know, It has. It's opened my eyes to the way I see the world, and God gave us that gut instinct for a reason. And you need to follow that instinct. It's never, like, when has a gut instinct ever steered you wrong? And if you say it did, no, that means it wasn't your gut instinct. You were unsure. Your gut will never steer you astray. And my gut is telling me that Lilly and Bonnie are both broken souls. They are broken people. They are... they need to be saved. They do. Just by seeing the way they carry themselves, the way they seem so excited about it, it's so fake. It feels fake. It's not authentic. It's not. It's a performance. And I think that it's just a matter of time until they see the wickedness of their ways. So all we can do is just pray for them. You know, don't support their content. Don't go to one of these meet and greets. Like, that's crazy. Anyone can just show up and fuck her. Like, that's wild. Like, that's a wild thing to do, let alone say.
I recommend any 18-year-old gets their fucking hands dirty in there. That was a fucking... I'm going to the next one. Whenever our next meet is, I'm going.
That's crazy. Like, has this hit you yet? Like, has this like sunk in? I'm sorry to like make this a whole big video, but it's like, I feel like it's an important lesson. There's a lot of things that reflect society in this story, and a lot of things. This is good and evil. This is evil, but I can see the good in her scratching for the surface, and I just pray that she gets there. So let's go ahead and finish this video.
I think that Lilly Phillips needs to be arrested. I don't know if this is a hot take. Am I the only one who thinks that what she is doing is not sex trafficking? Not only do I believe that she is trafficking herself, I also believe that the people around her, the person who made the documentary, and everyone else in her circle is also involved. Truly, I think that she is at risk. I think she is in danger. Seeing clips of that documentary and seeing her face when she walked out of that room after she did what she did, there is no way that that is for enjoyment. And like, truly, I see people talking about how she's doing it for the money and the fame, and it really seems like that. And her parents are okay with what she does. Her mom manages her money. She was talking about how she's planning to do 1,000 guys next. I see people on this app crying for this girl. Like, it seems like people on this app care for this girl more than she and her own family do.
I'm sleeping with 100 guys in a day.
So yeah, I thought about this also, even earlier. I was just like, this feels like someone is possibly trafficking her. Now, yes, she's selling it like she's just a sex addict, but maybe someone is doing like a beta test, a test trial of public human trafficking, to see if we even recognize it as that. But maybe she doesn't want to be doing this. Maybe there is a gun to her head. I don't know, but the fact that her parents support all this makes me feel very uneasy.
I'm sleeping with 100 guys in a day.
Have you done anything to make sure there's not someone with a criminal record, for example, coming down?
We actually have not, no.
This is where the applications are coming through.
Where the guys are messaging.
I guess I'm here for the thing. I never really think about things before I do them, so I've just kind of do them and then think, oh, you know, was that okay?
How long have you known or been a fan of Lilly Phillips?
Since the beginning, I would say.
Did you ever think you'd be able to have sex with her?
No, never.
And today you did?
Yes.
Do you know how many guys have gone before you?
No idea. No idea.
Yeah, like, is that one?
Yeah, well, I don't really know. You know, I just thought.
Are you happy you did it?
A little bit. I'm just a bit nervous. I mean, if anyone found out, my dad would kick me out straight away.
Really?
Yeah.
What you see at the beginning of the documentary is very attractive, young British woman, long blonde hair, really pretty, confident, articulate, all those nice things when you're young to be. And what you see at the end of it, at the end of the same day, is the Lilly that breaks my heart.
Definitely.
Sorry. Okay. It's okay. Just take
yeah, 1 minute. think I was you know when I talked to you last, like I was not nervous, it was like the day before I was like, oh, I'm so nervous. But it was good. It was more, I guess the interactions when like, I'd have to stop them early and like, you'd have to stand on business and be like, I'm so sorry, you got to go. And like the awkward interaction of like you feeling pressure to have to make them come if like you haven't spent enough time with them and feeling like they didn't, like you didn't give them a good time because like they only got 2 minutes. Like you feeling pressure to have to make them.
So that's why she's crying? Is she didn't make them all, and she felt bad for them because they traveled That was the upsetting part. They traveled in from Switzerland?
She did that thing with 101 blokes, and the internet simply didn't like it. For those who don't know her yet, this is Lilly Phillips. She recorded everything, every detail, every count, how everything happened. She posted it on social media, revealing the behind the scenes of this incredible journey. Obviously, people didn't like it. She's being canceled in an absurd way. In the video she shared, in addition to showing the dealings, she revealed that she had 2 security guards at the door and doctors conducting checks to ensure the guys were in good health. What really surprised me was that, after all that, she made a vlog the next day, narrating how everything had gone. She started to have some health issues. One of them was with her eyes. Despite all the criticism, it seems she doesn't care about it at all.
I'm with them and feeling like you didn't give them a good time.
What?
And that's what's making you feel emotional, is that maybe you think you didn't give some guys a good enough time today?
Yeah, and it's hard, I think, having the interactions with them when they're like, what, you're not going to make me finish, I've come all this way, like kind of like guilt tripping me a little bit. I felt bad, like some people just travel so far, like I didn't want to give them a shit time and like come away from this and be like, oh, that's shit. I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're going to do this, and like it just, sometimes you like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal things at all.
You see the same young woman not yet able to put into words what she has done to herself and what others have done to her.
I just finished up on Bonnie Blue. 101 guys. I was the 101st guy. And fuck me, will I tell you, that was an experience, mate.
You found out you had AIDS.
There's no more I can
What
do.
would you do if you found out you had
can take like
AIDS?
blockers and things like that.
No, but what would you do if you found out you had AIDS tomorrow? Because one of them condoms bust, yeah? Because you're thinking, oh yeah, risk and reward. But what would you do, yeah?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah?
Yeah.
If tomorrow, because you get tested every 2 weeks, yeah?
Yeah.
Tomorrow they phone you and they said, oh, Lily, we need you to come in, yeah? You've got woo. How would you feel about life?
You can go and take medication.
Oh, so you'd be cool with that, having AIDS?
No, but it's the consequences of my own actions.
So you'd be cool with it?
I understand.
So would you be fine with having AIDS, HIV? Would you be cool
I
with it?
understand what goes on when having sex.
So you'd be cool with it?
That is life. But bad things happen all day.
Wow.
You know, I might get cancer
Crazy.
and die tomorrow. Why would I not want to do something that I
You're
enjoy?
willing to catch AIDS?
I never did. Those words
Yes,
come out
it
my
did.
mouth?
Because you're saying you don't care, basically.
I'm saying I would deal with it. You know, that's
That's
life.
what I'm saying. You don't mind.
But
that if you
bad
catch
things happen
AIDS.
all day. I'm sure.
Like, not if you take the correct precautions. You're not testing these people. You're not. You said they are mandatory.
it's
they're
not-
not
no,
mandatory.
it's-
You said they're not mandatory.
Yeah, I did.
So you're not taking the correct. You're not.
But then I wouldn't be able to do. I wouldn't be able to do what I want to do.
You're not. You would be able to do what you want to do. You're just not caring.
I wouldn't be able to find 100 guys to show up.
You had 500.
No.
Put the application in.
Yeah, and loads didn't show up. So, like I said, I wouldn't be able to do what I want to do.
But what difference would it make? Why did you need that 100? What difference?
'cause they
Whatever
wanted
would have
a
turned up, you would have got
challenge.
the same amount of interaction.
Pardon?
However many would have sold up, you would have got the same amount of interaction. Video. I know what I'm talking about.
No, 100.
It doesn't matter. They're still gonna watch. Whether it's
No, but
whether it's
would
30,
you not go more
I see.
viral and be more successful
No.
if it says
If you find out you had AIDS.
It's kind of like being a pro in a sense of like, it's just a different.
She can't even look at my man's eyes or anything like. She just is completely dissociated. She knows she's completely fucked it. All right, she's never coming. And this is the type of thing that you are never coming back from, even when you're 40. You know, I'm gonna take a spiritual cleanse. No amount of cleansing is taking the jizz and everything that's been up your nanny. It's irreversible damage. Mate, that she was once an innocent little baby, little sweet Lilly Phillips. All right.
Yeah. Well, what happens next?
I'm going to do 1,000 next.
So it will be a new world. And,
It's not clickbait. It's all real. Nothing here is fake. Nothing you see on this show is fake. It's merely controlled.
All right, well, I think that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me and listening to me talk. It's very hard to talk through this mask, by the way, and it's very dirty and it's stinky, and if I'm going to be honest before I leave, that's a big reason why I haven't been wearing the mask or getting on camera, because I feel like I'm going to die every time I put this on. We were talking about smells earlier, you know, like a 1,000-person gangbang rape kind of smell. This has the smell of like 10,000, which apparently Lilly is going to do next year. Yeah, 10,000. She's going to fuck 10,000 guys in a day. True story. But yeah, I ain't capping, as the kids say, right? There ain't no cap here. No cap. This mask and the mask I retired many years ago smell like, well, you don't want to know. Let's just leave it at that. You don't ever want to know how bad it is. I have to put the mask on and wear it until I love it, until I no longer notice the smell, which can take a while. My senses have to assimilate to the mask. Oh, but Darth, just take the mask off. Maybe someday, but not now. So until I have the means to put in an order for a new customized mask, which is around $1,000, it's gonna be maybe a little while till I'm back on camera. So I hope this was enjoyable. Probably not as enjoyable as a 100-person gangbang, but pretty close. So anyways, I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. I'm not going to plug any of my shit, so don't support my content. Just leave a like, if you don't mind. And until we meet again, stay Darth.
Hail Hitler!
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Oh boy, Nazis.
I made cinnamon rolls out of my yeast infection, and I have to say, they turned out pretty damn good.
What are you doing?
Great big smiles. Remember, you're going to be looking at this every day.
Certainty. Certainty is the great enemy of unity. Certainty is the deadly enemy of tolerance. Even Christ was not certain at the end. Dio mio, perché mi hai abbandonato, he cried out in his agony at the 9th hour on the cross. Our faith is a living thing precisely because it walks hand in hand with doubt. If there was only certainty and no doubt, there would be no mystery, and therefore no need for faith. Let us pray that God will grant us a Pope who doubts. And let him grant us a Pope who sins and asks for forgiveness and who carries on.